Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful start of your Monday. It's hump day, baby. We're going to go ahead and get into some news. Okay, so it looks like Brandon, KeKe Jones's husband's ex-wife, is speaking out. And allegedly, KeKe supposedly pulled out a gun on Brandon in front of a child and now has a case pending surrounding that. So let me go ahead and get right on into it. If you're here, thank you so much for being here. Remember, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notification bells. All of our new subscribers, we welcome you to the dang on channel. To anybody that has not subscribed yet, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We would love to have you. Here we go, babies.
Okay, first off, let me introduce myself. Let me tap in. I'm Keisha. I am Brandon's ex-wife. And the only reason why I'm tapping into this little KeKe Jones trend is because she keeps mentioning what me and Brandon went through. That's not the public's business. If I wanted everybody to know what I went through with him, I would have told everybody like she did. But I did not. But since she bought me in it, let me fill in a couple of holes and clock this for y'all. KeKe and Brandon got together. First off, me and Brandon was separated since February 22nd of 2022. Him and KeKe got together in 2023. One month in 2023, I think on one of her interviews, she said August. Clock that. I have receipts. I'm just waiting for y'all to tap in so I can insert the receipts. When her and Brandon first got together, maybe like, I say two weeks to a month into their relationship, KeKe DM'd me on Facebook and told me to leave her boyfriend, asking me did I know that he has a girlfriend and why am I talking to him and that I need to leave her man alone. I replied, I'm his wife. At the time I was still his wife. We were still legally married, separated but legally married. I told her that I could talk to him whenever I want to, and you DMing me about a cheater. So she already knew from the jump that Brandon was a cheater. From a month after she got with him, she knew he was a cheater. That's first things first. She already knew that. So the big fiasco that she's putting on, like he was just this perfect person at first and she didn't know he was gonna do this and do that. You had multiple people telling you what the deal was about him. So you contacted me that year. I told you in 2023, I told you, that me and him still legally married. Blase. Went on. After me and her got into it, I told him about it. I told him to get his new little girlfriend, that I have nothing to do with that. I congratulate their relationship, whatever the case may be. I let them have it. I never tried to figure out who she was, never did any of that. She brought me into all of this. Why? I don't know. From what I hear, it's because his family still likes me, and also my cousin, me and my cousin are like this. So when me and him was together, like I said, me and my cousin is like this. So I help her kids all the time. Like I do things with them. I treat them like they're mine. So of course, whoever I'm with, they cling on. So her son became his godson. Even after me and him broke up, he still was, you know, going to get him, providing for him, being a goddaddy to him. That's that. So I don't know if KeKe knew this from the jump or she just later on found out, which I'm thinking maybe she may later on found out. So fast forward, they dating. I'm not bothering them, letting them have their way. So what happened after that? After that, later on down the relationship, me and Bam still kept in contact, like every now and then. We never really just talked too much. It was one situation where he was supposed to be moving out of town. Wherever he was moving in, it's something happened in that state. I can't remember exactly what state it was, but something happened in that state. And I just called to check on him because I knew, that's where he was. So when me and him had that conversation, when I called to check on him, it was late. Yeah, it was late that day. But me and him, we talked because at the end of the day, yeah, we wasn't together, but before we got in a relationship, before we even got married, me and Brandon was friends. So we still had that friend like connection. So we talked maybe for like 3 hours that night, 2 to 3 hours, just life bullshit. He told me about her, different little things. Can't remember verbatim what he said, about her, which I really wasn't interested anyway. But after we had that conversation, maybe like a day or two later, she went through his phone. And I'm assuming that's when she seen that my number was maybe under wifey. So she contacted me again. Well, she started calling my phone from an unknown number. And I'm like, man, I don't know who this is. So it took me like a day. She called me like for 2 days before I answered for her because I was like, I ain't got time for private numbers and I don't know who this is. So I answered. And she was basically saying, why are you talking to him? That's my husband and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you still screaming that's your husband. I mean, that's your boyfriend, but that's actually my husband. She was like, he said that you didn't want to get a divorce. No. I filed for divorce 2 months after I left in February of 2022. Brandon did not want to sign the papers. He told me that he was not going to sign the papers because he felt like me and him was going to get back together and that I was going through a phase in my life, right? So while me and her was having this discussion, she brought up the fact that she knew he was married, but he claimed that he went to the courthouse and got a divorce. And she said he got up one morning and put on clothes, and he said that he went to the courthouse and got a divorce, so is that a lie? So, mind you, she going back and forth with him while I'm on the phone. I'm still telling her, like, I don't want Brandon. I just want my divorce. Because at the time, that's all I really wanted was my divorce because he's basically moving on with his life. So, since you're moving on with your life, just give me my divorce. And this girl still calling my phone about you, like me and you still messing around. So just give me my divorce so you can satisfy her in any way you need. So that same day, I guess they got into it. Maybe like a day later or 2 days later, Brandon texted me. And he was like, I see that you don't want to get back together. He was like, I'm tired of going through this little roller coaster. Whenever you have time, we can go down there and we can file for divorce. Now, mind y'all, I had to work that day. Brandon called me. I called in. Sure did. I called in to get that divorce because I'm thinking, okay, I get this divorce, this girl will be satisfied. She'll leave me alone. Hmm. Was I wrong? Very much wrong. All the way around the board. Ever since she been in a relationship with him, she been contacting me. Why? I don't know. She just talking about me. She contacted me. And I'm like, man, for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out, damn, like, I didn't got the divorce. Like, got the divorce. Like, oh yeah, shit about to get real good now. I ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. But I was sadly mistaken. So, stay tuned. I got more. Okay, boom. Keisha, why you even talking about this? Because my blood was involved in this. My blood cousin was involved in this. This child endangerment case that KeKe has on her right now, recently to this day, over her not being able to go to the family reunion, as I found out. When you pulled your on your husband, my blood was there. I don't know if you know how to use a firearm. I don't know if this is the type of things that you do or what the case might be. But that was a child. And that child is in my family. Anything would have happened to Christian over your mental breakdown, crash out, your tantrum, crazy episode because you couldn't go to a family reunion. Girl, do you not know the type of heat that would have been on you? Don't play like that. I don't play like that. We don't play like that. That's what we not gonna play with. We not gonna play with the family. And then on top of that, the child in the family, that's my baby. Christian, that's my baby. That's my heart. So hell yeah, I got something to say about it. I got a lot to say about it. But since you wanna talk, let's talk. Let's start here. Let's talk about how you the one who probably the reason why you ain't got your kids. You is the reason. Ain't nobody else the reason. KeKe, you the reason for the season, baby. On all parts of the end. All parts. You the reason. You the reason. No, nobody else. You caused all of this. Cause you couldn't go to a family reunion. And Christian could. Christian down with the gang. And you mad cause you ain't down with the gang. And Christian down with me. That's something that belonged to me. So hell yeah. When I found out that's what happened, and this is that. Oh, let me get the fuck up. Cause now you playing with me, bitch. Let me get the fuck up. And since you do it on the internet, let's do it. So look, I seen some of y'all comments last night. I ain't got time to answer. I'm trying. I'm not no social media ass bitch. Like this shit. I'm not a content creator, so I'm just doing this story time just to do it. But I'm gonna drop a video today. And I'm gonna go live tonight for real, because I know I've been saying I'm gonna go live, but I haven't. But I'm gonna drop a video and I'm gonna go live tonight for real, on the reason why I'm even making content about this bitch. Because I really don't give a fuck about KeKe. I really don't. But the shit she done, you can do it to me, but I'm gonna tell y'all why. But tap in today.
So apparently, Kiki now has a child endangerment case against her allegedly because she pulled out a gun in front of her her cousin's child is what it sounds like, who was or still is, I should say, Kiki's husband's um excuse me, y'all. I forgot. His actual godchild. Okay, so he must have had the godchild over at the house with him and KeKe when this occurred. And since this occurred, is why she is now picking up this charge. It sounds to me like KeKe actually, again, was upset because she could not attend that family reunion that they had. She was not invited, but she was not invited because of what she had happened at the brother's wedding. The family was not going to actually have her at another function that was going to result in some type of chaos breaking out. I know a lot of y'all probably felt bad for KeKe. However, I think that KeKe brought a lot of these problems onto herself. There's a lot that's going on with her. There's a lot that's been going on with her, and it seems to me like everybody's now saying that KeKe is a confusion maker. No matter what type of environment she's in, she has issues with other women. And then when those issues start pewing out, this is what it results in. So it sounds like a, at first they had KeKe coming around. They were at least trying to adjust to her. But when she kept bringing confusion into the situation, the family was like, "Oh hell no! Like who wants to really deal with drama? Having somebody else bring drama in? No, no, no. This ain't like she is a family member and they have to deal with her. They understand that she is married to Bam. Bam has to deal with her. Everybody else don't have to deal with the emotions that's coming from KeKe. It seems like KeKe was a drama queen, man. At the end of the day, that's what I'm getting. I'm putting down that she was a drama queen, and then on top of that, now she resulted in getting a case against her allegedly for child endangerment. And then on top of that, now she's lying about Bam pulling out a weapon on her when indeed she put sugar in the man's fucking gas tank because she didn't want her husband to leave and go to his mom's house. This is why the mom said that she had actually paid for an Uber to pick Bam up is because he couldn't drive his own car away from the house because she had already placed sugar in the gas tank. And to be honest, I think in one of KeKe's episodes of her recording, she mentioned that she put sugar in his gas tank. So it's all starting to add up. And then she turns around, she contacts and calls the police on Bam and says that he pulls out a weapon on her. This is just shenanigans, man. Nobody really wants to have an individual in their life with all this type of drama. Bam can choose to live in drama, but everybody else don't have to choose and live with drama with no goddamn KeKe and her bullshit. All right, guys, do your girl a favor. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notification bells. I love you, boos, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Thanks for watching.